Hello, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, members of the Public Safety Committee, members of Oxnard City Council, and those viewing this presentation. I am Alex Sarnetta, Commander with the Oxnard Police Department. I'm going to give a presentation on the Second Amendment to the Enterprise Lease Agreement. The recommendation is that the Public Safety Committee approve and recommend that City Council approve and authorize the Mayor to execute a Second Amendment to Agreement A8136 with Enterprise Fleet Management to increase the value of the agreement from $4,100,000 to not exceed $6,795,000 annually for the term of the agreement, which expires on December 1, 2025. That City Council approve and authorize the Mayor to execute a Second Amendment to Agreement A8136 with Enterprise Fleet Management to increase the value of the agreement from $4,100,000 to not exceed $6,795,000 annually for the term of the agreement, which expires on December 1, 2025. To provide some background regarding the Enterprise Lease Agreement and the prior amendment to the agreement, on June 18, 2019, City Council approved Agreement A8136 with Enterprise Fleet Management to lease vehicles for the Police Department's Investigative and Administrative Services Bureaus. The value of the agreement was $225,000 over 3 years, not to exceed $675,000, which expires on June 30, 2022. On March 17, 2020, City Council approved the First Amendment to Agreement A8136 to increase the value from $675,000 to $4,100,000. It also authorized city departments to use vehicle replacement funds to lease vehicles and extended the agreement to December 1, 2025. This Second Amendment to Agreement A8136 will increase the value of the agreement by $2,695,000. So it'll be increased from $4,100,000 not to exceed $6,795,000 annually. And the police department will lease all police vehicles through the Enterprise Lease Agreement. So for the past 10 years, the police department has been leasing vehicles through the Enterprise Lease Agreement. There are currently 37 vehicles that are on lease, and those 37 vehicles are assigned to the Investigative and Administrative Services Bureaus. Those vehicles include detectives' vehicles as well as undercover vehicles. The vehicles that are being leased through Enterprise are on a 2 to 4 year lease cycle, and leasing these vehicles through Enterprise has provided some flexibility in exchanging vehicles, especially undercover vehicles. And it has created a healthy and reliable fleet of vehicles for the Investigative and Administrative Services Bureaus. Once again, the value of that agreement was a 3-year agreement, $225,000 annually, not to exceed $675,000. With the approval of the Second Amendment to the Enterprise Lease Agreement, the Police Department intends to lease vehicles for the Field Services Bureau. These vehicles would be patrol vehicles, the same vehicles that respond to 911 calls for service. Currently, we have approximately 40 vehicles that are used for patrol duties. Of those 40 vehicles, 8 patrol vehicles have over 100,000 miles. 12 patrol vehicles have over 90,000 miles. And the majority of our patrol vehicles are between 3 to 5 years old. The city's vehicle purchasing guidelines recommended service life is 100,000 miles or 4 years. There are a host of problems and issues that come with vehicles that are aged and have high mileage. The reliability of the vehicles becomes a concern. There is an increase in the cost to repair vehicles, and vehicles break down on a much more frequent basis. Parts for older vehicles become scarce and harder to find. When we do find them, the parts are expensive to purchase. Patrol vehicles are out of service on a much more consistent basis, which limits the amount of vehicles available for patrol duties. Oftentimes, older vehicles approach a threshold where the cost to repair the vehicle outweighs the total worth of the vehicle. And when that occurs, the vehicle is taken out of service and we don't have a vehicle to replace it. The Second Amendment to the Enterprise Lease Agreement would allow the police department to create a vehicle replacement plan. This slide shows the proposed vehicle replacement plan for patrol vehicles. With the assistance of Enterprise, we've ordered 15 patrol vehicles and 1 patrol support truck. 12 of the 15 vehicles will be used for patrol vehicles. 3 are supervisory patrol vehicles, and again, the 1 patrol support truck. The expected delivery for these vehicles is April or May of 2022. As you can see in this slide, we have a plan to order additional patrol vehicles and support patrol vehicles in fiscal year 22-23 and fiscal year 23-24. However, the vehicle types are subject to change based on availability and the department's needs. This slide shows how the funds will be dispersed. Once again, the value of the second amendment is $2,695,000. It'll be dispersed between the Field Services Bureau and the Investigative and Administrative Services Bureau. $505,000 will be used each fiscal year to lease patrol vehicles for the Field Services Bureau, and $225,000 each fiscal year beginning in fiscal year 22-23 to lease vehicles for Investigative and the Administrative Services Bureau. This will be through December 1 of 2025 of fiscal year 24-25, which is when the service agreement is set to expire. And as a quick reminder, during the fiscal year 21-22 budget approval process, City Council approved $505,000 to be used by the police department to lease patrol vehicles through the enterprise lease services agreement. This slide shows the 48-month lease for the 12 patrol vehicles, 3 supervisory patrol vehicles, and the 1 patrol support truck. The total cost include outfitting of the vehicles. The last 2 sections of the table to the far right show the total cost to lease the vehicles versus the total cost if we were to purchase the vehicles. As you can see, there is a cost savings to leasing the vehicles as compared to purchasing them. And the savings is a little over $43,000. There are benefits to leasing vehicles through the enterprise vehicle lease program versus purchasing the vehicle outright, other than cost savings. Leasing vehicles helps create a comprehensive vehicle replacement plan. It provides for a safe, reliable, and healthy patrol fleet. Newer vehicles require less maintenance, reduced maintenance costs, and reduced purchasing of vehicle parts. Patrol vehicles are serviced much more quickly, and there's going to be less downtime. It provides the city an opportunity to add more modern vehicles with the latest safety technology and equipment to the fleet. Provides a reliable service delivery to the community, and it maintains the 911 safety emergency response times. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation. I'm available to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.